Well, San Francisco is one of a handful of cities that mandates all sexual assault kits collected as evidence must be tested.
But an exclusive ABC 7 News I-Team investigation shows that there are still untested kits from years ago just sitting on the shelves.
Dan Noyes is here now with his investigation.
Well, Carolyn and Dan, it took over a month to get our questions answered by the San Francisco police. But that's nothing compared to the years one rape victim waited to see her kit tested.
I think something really bad happened to me today. I think that I was drugged. I think that I was raped.
That's what Heather Marlowe told her friend after she was assaulted in May 2010 during Beta Breakers. While at the race, Heather says someone drugged her drink. Several hours later, she woke up in a strange house with a man telling her to leave.
I was in complete shock and trauma.
She went to San Francisco General and got a 4-hour-long sexual assault examination.
It's not pretty. It's very invasive.
Marlowe remembers a police detective saying her sexual assault kit would be tested soon. But the months turned into years and her kit remained untested. The SFPD informed her the case was not a priority. Is that hard to hear?
Yeah, it's horrible to hear.
San Francisco police declined to speak about Marlowe's case, citing confidentiality. But the department's handling of sexual assault kits has changed.
Every kit that we get at the crime lab is tested.
The San Francisco Board of Supervisors passed an ordinance in December 2010 mandating the SFPD test every sexual assault kit, the goal within 2 weeks.
The measures put in place at our crime lab since 2010 have all but guaranteed that there won't be another victim like Ms. Marlowe that has to wait.
But the SFPD has not gone back to test kits from before the ordinance was passed. In fact, after our Public Records Act request, SFPD brass told us they have 196 untested kits from 2009 and 2010 in their property room. Because of our investigation, all 196 cases are being reviewed. The SFPD is also conducting a full audit of its property room to see how many untested sexual assault kits are there from before 2009. We asked other Bay Area law enforcement agencies how many sexual assault kits are in their property rooms. And like San Francisco, we found agencies with kits sitting on shelves. Law enforcement agencies in Alameda County have about 2,000 untested kits in property rooms throughout the county. San Jose has over 1,800 kits. Sunnyvale has 207 in its property room. And the city of Santa Clara has 49 untested kits.
The kits that we do send down are where there is physical evidence located during the exam, and we have a whodunit type of case. We don't know who the perpetrator is.
Agencies we spoke with say sexual assault kits are not tested when the suspect is known and consent is not an issue. They believe no biological evidence has been collected, or the victim does not want to move forward with a case.
When we are able to identify sex offenders, we prevent other victims.
Alameda County District Attorney Nancy O'Malley is working on getting her county's 2,000 untested sexual assault kits to a lab. But it's not cheap. It costs $800 to $1,200 to test a single sexual assault kit.
You have my DNA, you have the suspect's DNA.
Back in San Francisco, Heather Marlowe wrote a one-woman show about her assault. She says an audience member pressured the SFPD to finally test her kit 2.5 years after her rape. She believes without that pressure, her kit would be part of all those we found, sitting in the San Francisco police property room. She feels for the victims of untested kits throughout the Bay Area.
There's part of me that just glazes over. It's just so hard to hear.
No one has been arrested in Marlowe's case, and the SFPD has not given us a time frame for when it will complete its property room audit. Now, here's the most important point. To give you an example of what could happen when a city tests all of its kits, Detroit officials say after only testing 153 of its property room backlog, they caught 20 serial rapists. They were identified and caught because of testing every kit, and that's the important point. Our investigation continues tomorrow night on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll look deeper into how Bay Area agencies are handling their sexual assault kits.